Welcome to a Friday edition of the Recap Lunch Hour. What's up, everybody? It's Guff. Ryan McGuffey with you every day, 12:30 or 1 o'clock on Fridays. You guys know how we do it. What's going on? It's the weekend, and can I say that 50 in Chicago feels like 70 or more? In for a good weekend. The Chicago sports lull, not just Chicago, but the lull of sports is here. NBA All-Star Weekend, no one cares. Maybe Caleb Williams taking a three-point shootout. Like, that's probably something. NHL's on Olympic break. No one cares. Football's over. Baseball pitchers and catchers have started, but then we have to wait. And then the NCAA tournament. So it's a college basketball type weekend. Also Valentine, so take care of yours. Brought to you by Hooters. OriginalHooters.com. Visit one of the 11 Chicagoland locations near you. Order.Hooters.com. Have it delivered straight to your office, your door. Slide by. It's Friday payday for some. Slide by. Have a Big Daddy mug. Make sure you do it safely, though. Make sure you do it safely. The drink of the month, of course, $8 all month long. The Tito's Strawberry Lemonade. Since it is Valentine's Day tomorrow, in case you haven't learned, who would be the Chicago sports Valentine? Who's the qualifier for the Chicago sports Valentine? Is it Caleb? It's probably Caleb, right? Like after this year, it's probably Caleb. I love what's going on here. PCA. By the way, I'm starting to feel like some of these comments I get cut off from when I go to the top, but I don't know. Speaking of PCA, did you see his interview yesterday, spring training, where he just flat out said, I'm here to play defense when talking about his battering? Torn about how I feel about that. Is he going to be a 30 home run guy every year? I don't know about that. I honestly don't. He's better not just be there for his offense. I mean, people are talking about long-term extension, et cetera. It almost kind of sounded like I'm going to try to be a better hitter, but I'm a fielder. I think let's judge PCA in a few months and see what's going on. Pablo, my guy. Also, strange response to the question of he and Caleb Williams. Don't know why he danced around it with, we are building a relationship. Just say you're friends and move on. I don't know what's a big deal. They're recent friends. The Valentines, Thomas says, got to be between PCA and Caleb. I can't think of anyone else besides Bregman, but he has to work out. Pablo says, Caleb or the Bears are Chicago sweethearts, giving us a killer season to be proud of. We wear our recap t-shirts and hoodies. That being said, become a member today. Love my recap gear. Brett, Guff, I'm going to Lou Malnati's tonight with my friends to get deep dish heart-shaped pizza. I'm watching a movie on Saturday called Valentine's Day with Taylor Swift. Brett's doing it, man. Talk about a romantic. How about the B-man? Getting a heart-shaped pizza, cozying up on a Saturday night to watch some movie with Taylor Swift, his longtime crush. Oh, REKAP Bet. What's up, Phil? They had America's game last night and showed the 88 Niners. Oh, my God. On the coldest day of the year, the finesse-ass Niners come into Chicago and kick-ass bump bear weather. That's like Phil was watching porn last night. That's what I've learned. That was Phil. Are you okay, Phil? Did you get a cigarette afterwards? My goodness. 38 years ago. Come on, man. Any news on switch hitters for the White Sox? Asking for a friend. I guess they're getting ready to enjoy last place again. Yeah, I said it. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Did you hear Chris Getz calmly laugh that off? That's a tough one. Also depends, too, by Best Valentine. Who Chicago loves the most, who shows the most love to Chicago, and who shows the most friendliness to their team. Wow. And then I think Jess got it right. I think Jess followed it up perfectly. Ben Johnson, not yet been said. Good, better, best is now Chicago's slogan. Who shows the most love to Chicago? Derrick Rose. Okay. I could see that. I could totally see that. I love when everybody's just saying what's up to each other. It's my favorite. Kyle, Jess, that's probably right about D. Rose. Guy grew up in Chicago, gets the culture, just means more when you play for the hometown team. Eric's in the chat. I can agree with you on Ben Johnson being Chicago's Valentine. Good, better, best. One of the best Chicago slogans of all time. Aloha, Rick. Rick's out on the Olympics except for hockey. I think there's a lot of people in that camp. Hey, Phil, Google this. The Bills have had 9 total championships. The Niners have 5. Take that. Asking for a friend. Best brotherly love on the field? PCA and Saya followed closely by the Bears. Okay. Definitely been missed. I agree. Olympic hockey is so much fun to watch, especially when it's the USA and Canada facing each other. Were the Bears the best fourth quarter team in football? They had to have been, right? They broke a record for most comebacks. 2-minute drill. Did anyone rank the rookie class of each team? I don't know if you saw PFF, Pro Football Focus, put their list out yesterday of the highest graded at each position. I think Eric was the one who pointed this out yesterday. Kyle Monungai at running back, Colston Loveland at tight end, Luther Burden at wide receiver. And that's all rookies. So, Jess, Chicago's worst Valentine, Jerry Reinsdorf. Wow. Shows no love to Chicago. Chicago doesn't get any love back. Fair. Now, talking winter, currently watching curling and loving every second of it. Electric. See, that's good. There's always going to be a crowd. I believe the Bears did have the best fourth quarter overtime in the NFL this season. They did, Rick. Totally in for ice hockey every Olympics. Follow along with others like curling and skating. Not super tuned in. Give me the Summer Olympics all day. Yeah, I'm a Summer Olympics guy. Ran track, was a track guy. Love track. Just would have to give the worst to AK. Some of those moves he made, I just don't understand. Total flip-flopper. AK is a good one, too. I love watching a good ice skating performance, says Rick. Laughing my ass off. Can agree with you more on worst Chicago Valentine being Jerry Reinsdorf. Worst front office in Chicago sports right now. That is true. Did not consider that. Cheapest Valentine. Tom Ricketts, because he's still under the tax. He did spend a little this off. I don't. That's tough giving Ricketts the cheapest. That's tough. Kyle's going Reinsdorf. Will the Bulls organization raise a champagne glass to another year of no team being able to beat their 72-10? The 72-10 record's been beaten. The Warriors went 73-9. There's no champagne. I mean, they're the only team to finish the job, but 73-9 is now the record. Becky wants to know if the Cubs get Gallen, they wouldn't have to get rid of anybody. Don't believe so. You're just adding. If there was a best sports Valentine, that would go to Chicago because they have the best fans in the U.S., plain and simple. Maybe they'll raise apple juice glasses and say patience for champagne. The record's been broken, though. Also, tired of the NBA teams purposely tanking for better draft picks. Not sure how you fix it unless fans start voting with their dollars. Yeah, you can't fix it. That's why the NBA's become really unwatchable to me. And we watch the game so you don't have to. Pablo, I like following USA hockey. I think the ones in the survey are all summer, but I love USA basketball too. Can't have too many pitchers in baseball, ever, 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 ever. You want to become a member like so many people in this fine chat, you can do it during the program, and then we celebrate you, and it's fun. We're going to do a live Q&A next week, and Katie's out in Florida right now, and Cap's always going somewhere. Someone's got to man the ship here back home. That's what I do. You can join the Recap fam right there. Live Q&A next week. I'm starting to think about our next giveaway. Before I do our next giveaway, I'm mailing out all of the people who are owed things from us. What Valentine's Day movie are you quoting today, Landon? Love Actually count as a Valentine's movie? No, it counts as a Christmas movie. At this point, Gallen is a nice to have, not a need. Put it to rest. Focus on making moves at the deadline now if you must. But if you can get him, what's going on, Clyde? Not being ignored, buddy. Kyle, PSA for all single people. Don't dread it if you don't have plans for tomorrow. Just focus on you and do something fun. Coming from experience, I never dread this holiday being a single person loved to all. Good advice. I also think me and my beautiful wife, Candace, it's nice to recognize your person, but I don't make it a ridiculous, over the top, roll out the red carpet must have. Noah, hope you guys are doing well. Just want to say thank you for all you do. Katie, Guff, Gordon, and Cap. You guys do so much hard work for the recap. I appreciate you. You guys need a raise. Noah, I'm sending this exact comment to Cap. You need a raise. I love it. I agree. Mason, Cap doesn't want Nick Castellanos back in Chicago on the Cubs or Sox after what happened in Philly. He did well on the Cubs a while back. Would you take him back or let him go to another team? Guys, he's being cut because he's not a good baseball player anymore. He could still hit maybe, but the Cubs don't need backup DHs. He's not going to play right field for you. I liked him when he was a Cub. I liked him overall. He's going to get picked up by somebody. Is he a need for the Cubs? I don't know. Chef Paul chiming in. My guy, nice pick yesterday. Keep the winners coming. Bet of the day coming later in the program. Yes, yet again, Wisconsin, Green Bay, folks. Nice, easy, sweat-free money. There's nothing better than sweat-free. Denzel Valentine, one of the worst shots, if you know of the clip against the Heat a few years back. Denzel Valentine. Caleb Williams, Iceman, really got a 3-point test tonight. I hope he wins it. I always said, I want the cool quarterback. I think we have a cool quarterback. If you look for it, I've got a sneaky feeling you'll find that Love Actually is all around. Like Hugh Grant. What's your favorite Olympic sport in men's hockey? That's it. It's kind of a default one. I wrote a book for Young Authors Conference back in 4th grade where I was on the men's USA hockey team in 1988. So just to date me a little bit. The cheapest Valentine was in honor of Godfather, hoping he and the family are doing okay. Amen to that. This is never going to happen ever again in the Chicago Bulls in my lifetime. Probably. They did, but they still are 73-9. Egg host hunters. Apple juice costs more than cheap champagne. Go get Gallon. That's 100% true. The Dead is back. I love The Dead. Guff still praying for the Godfather and his daughter. Hope he and his family are doing okay as well. I don't see him here in the chat just yet. Erica, Bill Weddington once said it doesn't mean a thing without the ring, hence Golden State 73-9. That's fair. My guy, Johnny Guff, I get the double whammy every year this time of year. Girlfriend's birthday is today, V-Day tomorrow. Love it. Pay the piper. My wife's birthday is 2 days before Christmas, and then we get Christmas. I don't know I think that I don't know if that's worse. She gets screwed on her birthday because people, it's just forgotten. My brother also has the same birthday as her, so I grew up with it. It makes it easy. I like celebrating her. But happy birthday to your beautiful girlfriend. So go hard tonight, rest easy, lay up tomorrow. Meant the Bulls are the only team to win 70 in a championship. Okay, Golden State has a record, no chip. We get it. We get it. Have to show all of you love on the eve of Valentine's Day. R.I.P. St. Valentine's Day. Jesus. He got cut because he had a beer in the dugout during a game after he was pulled out for effort and then challenged his manager while he had a beer in his hand. Somehow the handles changed, so you have to go into your account settings. Oh, yeah, that's the Dead. We want the Dead. No idea why that happened. I don't know when we originally, remember, all of a sudden the handles changed? That happened, and boom. Now we have all kinds of different names. Eric and Mike Talkman, to me, seems like an easy choice. Still out there. Hard pass on Nicky Two-Bag, says Roger. So as a White Sox guy, you would think, somebody no, I don't know. Not with a young core. Absolutely, John. Like I said, go hard today and then lay off tomorrow, and you make her special day better than Valentine's Day. Guff, same with my brother. Every December 23rd. How about that? 3 birthdays on December 23rd. Now, Eric, just saw on Twitter that PCA Bush and Bregman were chatting with Charles Barkley at spring training. I saw that on Marquee as well. The Cubs, I remember, they're a cool place to be. People want to go there to be seen. When Madden was the manager there, the Cubs, every spring training had celebrities stopping by. I covered that team. I was at spring training I was thinking about this the other day. You go way back to 2004 when the Cubs were at Ho-Ho Camp. Kerry Wood, Mark Pryor, that team. I remember covering spring training as far back as that. If Love Actually is a Christmas movie, that means The Fugitive is a St. Patty's Day movie since Harrison Ford literally ran through the parade. Love Actually is a Christmas movie. That's a fact. By the way, that scene was really filmed during the Chicago St. Patrick's Day parade in The Fugitive, which is awesome. Good way to get away. Snag an old drunk's hat from the garbage can and throw on a canvas coat, and you look like pretty much all of us in March. Caleb Williams is the 3-point contest is the most exciting thing about Chicago basketball right now. He's probably the best 3-point shooter in Chicago right now. These are the type of debates that you could have at Hooters. Yeah, you could. You could go there tonight and say, what's on Caleb Williams in a 3-point contest? If that doesn't scream sports speed bump, then I don't know what does. But it's a really good place to have lunch. From 11 to 3 every day, they have lunch specials at $9.99 or less, boneless wings, the OG wings, and in honor of the Godfather and his family, which we all are hoping and praying that he's doing okay. The burger, $9.99 or less. You think the burger, Hooters? Yes, trust me, fantastic. He likes the cheeseburger. And, of course, the $8 drink of the month, the Tito's Strawberry Lemonade, $8. Good luck finding that. Tito's handmade vodka, the strawberry puree, Hooters, proud partner of the Recap and the Recap Lunch Hour. We are happy to be partnered with Hooters, and we'll be there during our March Madness. It'll be our next in-person. We'll figure out the date as soon as I know when, where, how exactly. I will get that to you. Jess, dumb question, but do you know if the spring training game between Cubs and Sox will be televised? Not a dumb question. It will be. That's next Friday will be the spring training opener, the Cactus League opener. I believe, I can tell you for a fact, I think it's on Marquee. I know it's on ESPN Radio. I'm not sure it's on CHSN. So, but yeah, it'll be broadcast here in Chicago. That's terrible. Yeah, just terrible. Barkley. Brett. Hey, Ryan, do I be in a hockey team in 1988? Was it really cool? Did I score any goals in my book that I wrote in 4th grade, Brett? I was on the U.S. Do you think that I wrote me being on the hockey team and that's, you know who we beat in the Olympics? This is a true story. I wrote this book. Might have did some decluttering lately in our storage. Found the laminated cover of me and a bunch of guys, like with our arms up and our sticks in the air. We beat the USSR 4-3. Yours truly had the game-winning goal. That tells you, the Berlin Wall was still up, for God's sakes, back then when I wrote that book. So there you go, Brett. Yeah, it was really cool, my man. What's your over-under for the White Sox this year? I think the number 67.5. Eric put a good number out there earlier this week with 70. So I'm going to put it at 69.5. I'm going to take the over. I think like right now I feel 71 and 91-esque ish. I would love to see them blow right by that. But that's kind of what I feel right now. Don't forget Connor Bedard. Never do. The Dead Will Walk the Earth has made yes, it worked. You're back. Your handle has changed. You should teach everybody else. Everybody, the dead is back from the dead. Prayers for the Godfather, no doubt about it. You're welcome, Jess. I'm just like Jesus, minus the cross and the Easter. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Oh, the dead. You never cease to amaze me. Feels good having my actual name handle back. Eric, just saw on Twitter there was a Green Bay sucks chant at the USA-Latvia hockey game when the game was tied 1-1 in the second period. In Italy? That's amazing. A Green Bay sucks chant at the USA-Latvia game on TikTok. I'll have to find that. Potchki Day is next Tuesday. Are you guys, do you take part? I do. I love the Fat Tuesday. Custard filled. I have one of those. I'm done for the day. Dead says 93 and 60 Cubs. I'll take the over. 70 and 92 Sox feels strong. Clyde, my favorite meal at Hooters is honey barbecue wings, barbecue boneless wings, and tater tots or curly fries or French fries, and a nice cold Pepsi or lemonade or Shirley Temple. A lot of ors in there. Yum. There we go, Clyde. Over under 3-pointers Caleb hits tonight. Well, it's a low number if he doesn't advance and a higher number if he does. I'm going to say 10.5. Does that seem? I don't even know what the possibility is, actually. Need some of those punchkis. My White Sox get 75. Clyde's taking the over. It's Fat Tuesday every day in Green Bay. If you guys only knew that my friend who surprised me just moments ago and walked in here, that the Green Bay jokes have been really on point today. Godfather is in. Daughter just got out of ICU. I could feel all the prayers and well wishes from my recap friends. Thanks so much. Carrie's not out of the woods yet, but much better. Man. Godfather, thank you for checking in. There's been a lot of people talking about you all day on the program. So thoughts to you and Carrie this weekend for sure, but really that's a great update, obviously. Becky's your birthday's on Mother's Day this year. You and my daughter are close. Chicago tradition, just the punch. That's fine. I'm not poo-pooing it. Godfather, that's great. Keep the prayers coming to you and Carrie. The train wreck from The Fugitive is still there. It was filmed in a field in North Carolina. I did not know this. Landon, of all of the Fugitive updates you've given me over the years, this is the first that I've learned that you can visit the Fugitive train wreck. I want to know where it's at. The Fugitive train wreck is Dillsboro, North Carolina. It still remains on the Great Smoky. That is fantastic. I need to make sure I go there someday. As a matter of fact, I think I was just down there not that long ago. I'm going to do a little bit more background on that. Thanks for that, Landon. Proposals of Valentine's Day movie. It seems fitting. Guff just sent you the video on your Twitter. Thanks, Eric. Just so proud to hear, Godfather, or so happy to hear. Still saying prayers. Glad your family's out of the woods. Oh, yeah. I got the Green Bay Sucks chant sent to my Twitter account. I'm jacked up about this. I think I need to cue it up for my friend who's sitting next to me. Just here it is. Here, I'm going to play it for you guys. Here we go. Let's watch this puppy right now. That's amazing. That's so good. Thanks for sending that, Eric. Hope your daughter's recovery is smooth, Godfather. I know probably a dumb question. Do you think the Reinsdorfs are going to let this current incompetent front office rebuild this roster? I don't think that they may see year one, but I don't think they get year two. Chef says, part of The Fugitive was filmed in my old neighborhood in Pullman. That's, they're not going to the north side to film The Fugitive. I know exactly what scene you're talking about. Those were the days when there was a corner grocery store in every neighborhood. You guys know what I'm talking about. And in the back of the grocery store, there was tacos, like a taco window. Yeah, I'll give you an example. Hegwish, the old great South Chicago neighborhood. Hegwish, there was a little corner store, and in the back, they had a taco window. I actually wish right now I was in Hegwish. I'd love some of those tacos. Just for Jess, Green Bay sucks. Green Bay sucks. Green Bay sucks. The fitting timeliness of the Green Bay. I think the Cubs just signed Shelby Miller, is what Noah says. At the Olympics. Yes, a chant at the Olympics. Rocky IV is a Christmas movie. Fights Drago on Christmas. Drago! If eyes can change and yous can change, we all can change. That movie is awesome. The sound. I might go run into the soundtrack later. It's like halfway to a marathon when I'm done with it. Thought I wouldn't be able to say that again in the chat until September. Oh, Green Bay sucks. Always applicable. I just added a syllable to that word. My favorite Christmas movie? We're a Christmas Vacation family. We are. Home Alone. My daughter's is definitely Home Alone. Couple more here. Heck, I remember some of those corner stores you could rent movies. Adult films. Remember when there was like a curtain, like at a Blockbuster or box, like there was a box office video where I grew up, and there was it's just a curtain, and it said adult. Like, what are we doing? The 80s and 90s were awesome. It's like, and then you'd see like a guy that lived, like you didn't really know that neighbor, but you saw him come out of the curtain. You're like, oh, I know that guy. Yeah. I remember, I love that this whole thing parlayed. Yes. Eye of the Tiger, Hearts on Fire. How about the training montage? Gremlins is a Christmas movie. That's true. Die Hard is. The Adult Curtain says Dead Will Walk the Earth. Tower Records had saloon doors. It's so good. I would sometimes like stay by the new releases and just see who walked in or out of there. And I was like 10. I was like, oh, that's that guy Dad was talking about. Okay. Christmas Vacation and Scrooge. You know what's a great song? I Was Made for Loving You. Oh, great, Noah. This. The Dead says, I snuck into an adult curtain in a video store once. Everything was neon and every person in there was wearing trench coats. Weird. I love that this thing just parlayed to the best box office video memory of my childhood. It's time for Bet of the Day. Getting the Aviators on. We have been 19-10, folks. 19-10 in 2026. Wisconsin, Green Bay. Speaking of Green Bay doesn't suck because they won last night. We laid the 1.5. I think they won by 16. Sweat-free betting is the best betting. We go to 6-4 in January or February. Got the Aviators back on yet again. It's been that kind of week. You guys know how I feel about Miami of Ohio right now. They're the last undefeated team in America. And if you haven't been making money off them, well, you've been losing because they've been one of the best teams in the country against the number as well. Laying 9.5 against the Bobcats, a little rival. Ohio comes rolling into Oxford, Ohio tonight. Laying 9.5, I think Miami of Ohio gets fat tonight. I think they're a couple days ahead of Fat Tuesday. Load up on the 9.5. We're letting it ride with the Redhawks as I think they go 25-0 after tonight. Now, Chef Paul says peepholes. Okay, this is not an adult theater I'm talking about. This is just like a box office. This is a family video. This is like where you would go and rent Gremlins, and then you'd see the guy that changes your oil come out of the curtain. Like, that's what I'm not talking about, the peepholes. This thing really got lost. Bet of the day. It's been a big time payer. Is E.T. a Christmas movie? We're really stretching where we are. Shelby Miller gets a multi-year deal. So the Cubs do sign Shelby Miller. Top Guff is here. The Xfinity ET commercials. All right, now we're getting crazy. The Youngblood cover of I Was Made for Lovin' is bueno. Shelby Miller signing is Brewer Intel, confirmed. Let's ride, Eric, for sure. We're riding with 9.5 tonight. I feel the need for speed. The peepholes. I can't get over the curtain. Oh, it's been so good. It's been so good. Time for Dog of the Day. Another timing. They've helped over 30,000 adolescents facing mental health challenges since 2020, folks. 2020, 30,000. Today's Dog of the Day, Sully. Look at Sully. A little bit. We're all a little half of this and a quarter of that, aren't we? Look at that breed. 3 dogs in 1. Favorite toy, loves them all, but especially different kinds of Elkhorns and stuffed animals. Your dog can be Dog of the Day, like Kurt's was earlier this week. He emailed me at rekapoffice@gmail.com. You can too. Folks, what they're doing at Pause for Patrick, they're trying to put therapy dogs full-time into these mental health facilities. They're at capacity. It's a pandemic. What adolescents are going through, trust me, this is near and dear to my heart. You can help their life-changing mission by texting REKAP25 to 44321. REKAP25 to 44321. Any denomination, folks, $1, $5, $10, anything you can do helps. Not just an hour a week or an hour a day to put therapy dogs into these programs. We want them there full time. And what Pause for Patrick is doing is absolutely life-changing. pauseforpatrick.org. As we head into the weekend in a weird sports calendar, this feels like we're getting great inclement weather in a good way in this part of town. So go out and enjoy it. Touch some grass, as we like to say. And the dead reminds you to have a good weekend. Happy Valentine's Day and stay away from the adult curtain. or like drive fast and take chances and walk through it. I mean, we live in an era now where you don't necessarily need the adult curtain, like wing of the store. You could just, go down crazy lane of Google. Whew. Look at the people. Like a lot of Sully can land my plane any day. Sully is a good looking dog, isn't it? Send your dog pics to rekapoffice@gmail.com. And any info you want, names, breed, what they like, if they have an Instagram account, I want it all. Eric, have a great weekend yourself. I will enjoy Valentine's Day with my wife. You as well. Married 13 years, which is what I learned this week. Have a great weekend, everybody. Have a great day. For those of you who have a holiday weekend, this is a popular school holiday weekend, President's Day weekend. Enjoy it. Enjoy time with your family. Touch some grass. Do something for yourself as well. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. It's all brought to you by Hooters, originalhooters.com. Visit one of the 11 Chicagoland locations near you. Order.hooters.com. Straight to your office, straight to your door. Don't cook dinner tonight. Just order Hooters. So much easier, especially at order.hooters.com. Let's go, Miami of Ohio. Let's finish the week. What do we be, 7-4 heading into the Monday edition of the program? Let's go. Caleb, go win yourself a celebrity 3-point shootout contest. We do that every day, the lunch hour, Monday through Friday, 12:30 Appreciate you guys greatly. Content coming to the channel. We get the rush hour later.